Welcome to High on Sports. I'm your host, Frederikus Perry. The top 16 NFL rankings is back and is now weekly. Why? Because your boy is now a Full Sail alumni. Yes, I graduated a couple days ago. So, round of applause for me. But yes, this is now weekly. I'm dedicating my time to give you guys the best content and to just see how far my audience and this YouTube channel can take me in my career. But without further ado, the NFL is packed. I got the lighter. Let's get high. Number 16, the Chicago Bears. The Bears all in on Caleb Williams. Rebuilt their interior O-line by signing Joe Thuney, Drew Dalman, and Jonah Jackson, a new head coach, and Ben Johnson, who is already changing the culture. Lions miss him already. The defensive line, headlined by Montez Sweat and Dayo Adeyembo, sorry for butchering that name, Dayo, is formidable, but they lack depth behind those guys. Wide receivers DJ Moore and Rome Odunze are expected to put up numbers. Don't be surprised if rookie tight end Colston Loveland become a big factor in this offense. As we know, Ben Johnson loves his tight end. He loves them. The running back depth behind DeAndre Swift is not the best group, and a far cry from Jamar Gibbs and Dave Montgomery, Sonic and Knuckles. So we're going to see how the Bears rushing attack look this season, if it's even viable. But Swift should be serviceable at least. I always have a hard time with that word. Bears begin their season on Monday Night Football versus the Vikings. Number 15, Arizona Cardinals. You can thank head coach Jonathan Gannon and defensive coordinator Nick Rallis for this ranking. Your offense is returning 10 of 11 starters. Kyler Murray is the key factor though. If the season ended after week 10, he would have 2 Super Bowls right now. So I forgot to tell you, my glasses are broke by the way on this side, so don't mind that, but we're going to move on. But it doesn't. And that's why after starting 6-4 last year, they finished with an 8-9 record. Their D-line is going to be the strength of the defense, signing Dalvin Tomlinson, a former Saint, and Calais Campbell. He used to be a Cardinal, by the way. And behind the line, may be vulnerable with no real depth at linebacker and cornerback. Luckily for them, the NFC West is wide open. And I think they are a smidge better than the Niners. Just a smidge. Number 14, Houston Texans. There's a problem in Houston. CJ Stroud might be in the Justin Herbert realm of quarterbacks. Good, but not great. Injuries killed the Texans last year. An example was losing Nico Collins midway through the season. Stroud's hoping for a bounce-back season because he wasn't the same after Collins' injury. Joe Mixon's health will determine if they have a formidable rushing attack. Bama boy Will Anderson is a Defensive Player of the Year candidate and is my favorite to win it all. He and Danielle Hunter make a scary edge front. This offense still has some issues, which make me worry for CJ and his, bounce back season, man. I want to see this guy succeed. Although Houston will be good at causing pressure, I still doubt their run defense and secondary depth, but that's why you got head coach DeMeco Ryans, so I'm sure they'll be average. And that's for sure good enough to beat up on the rebuilding AFC South teams. Yeah, Houston, it is your division to lose. I just want you to know that. It's your division to lose. Number 13, Denver Broncos. Denver Broncos will have a top 5 defense. Again, on the other side, the line is returning 4 of its 5 starters. And they have good receiving depth but lack real playmakers. This is Bo Nix's sophomore year, and we just spoke about CJ Stroud's sophomore slump. But unfortunately for Nix, his division is one of the strongest. This defense is elite, but top heavy, lacking depth in the linebacker and secondary positions. And their run defense is still vulnerable. But if the Broncos can start fast on offense, they can win the AFC West. But then again, you got to deal with the Raiders, the Chargers, the Chiefs. Yeah, good luck, Bo Nix, in your sophomore season. Number 12, Cincinnati Bengals. If this ranking was only offense, the Bengals are the probable number 1. Elite offense with Joe Burrow as your QB can get you about 8 wins, as we saw last year. But if the defense isn't at least a below average, expect the same old Bengals for last year. But I still got Joe Burrow for MVP. Defense, show up for that man. Please, show up for that man. Number 11, Minnesota Vikings. J.J. McCarthy is the biggest question mark for this team, and what is essentially his rookie season. He is expected to lead the Vikes back into playoff contention. Luckily, he got the best wide receiver in the NFL in Justin Jefferson to throw the ball to, along with weapons Jordan Addison and T.J. Hockenson. He got the best tackle duo in football with Christian Darrisaw and Brian O'Neill, and dynamic running backs in Aaron Jones and Jordan Mason. They seem to have a lot of good running backs in the NFC North besides the Bears. The defense may take a step back. Concerns with secondary depth and play, consistency with the pass rush and interior. They invested up front with Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. Expect the Vikings to be better at run defense than pass defense. You know, the division, they might be all right. They're going to be all right. Number 10, Los Angeles Chargers. Justin Herbert's hopes this year's supporting cast is better than the last. Ladd McConkey entered his second year and is a legit slot threat. Offensive lineman will miss Rashad Slater, who is out this season with an injury. Signing Najee Harris was nice, but is he better than J.K. Dobbins, who I thought performed pretty admirably last year? With Jim Harbaugh as your head coach, the running game will determine the success of the Chargers. They have an early test Friday against the Chiefs in Sao Paulo. That was a good game, by the way. It's Saturday, so I'm recording this, so the game already passed. But, hey, Deron, down goes the Chiefs. Deron gonna know who I'm talking to. Number 9, Washington Commanders. Jaden Daniels is entering year 2 with the defending champs in his division. The offensive line is improved, and trading for Deebo Samuel as another weapon to this offense. The defense will be the real question mark for this team. Although I do believe Dan Quinn will make them serviceable. See, I have a hard time with that word every motherfucking time. Number 8, Green Bay Packers. The Packers just traded for Michael Parsons. That alone puts you in my top 10. The Lions swept them last year, and Jared Goff doesn't fare well against pressure. We saw that in the playoffs. The offensive line is solid, and Josh Jacobs brings an elite run game. Jordan Love just needs to be more consistent this year. The Packers are clearly all in on his potential. With playmakers on defense like Xavier McKinney, they should be good at forcing turnovers. Trading for Micah should resolve that inconsistent pass rush that they had last year, but funny enough, it's their untested special teams unit that considered one of their most valuable weaknesses. I mean, having a kicker and a punter as your most valuable weaknesses is insane. Packers, I hope they don't cost you any games this year, okay? I hope they don't cost you any games this year. Number 7, Los Angeles Rams. Rams were the best team in the second half of the season, complete opposite of the Cardinals. This young and developing defense featuring Jerry Verse, Brandon Fisk, Kobe Turner, and Byron Young will potentially be a top 10 unit, although there are some inconsistencies in the secondary and the depth at linebacker may be tested. The health of Matthew Stafford is an important factor to the Rams' success. He is trying to recover from a back injury last season. Signing Devontae Adams to pair up with Puka Nacua was genius. I do believe the Rams are the best team in the NFC West. Number 6, Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Listen, you think because you in my fucking rankings, I'm about to talk about you? Fuck you. You're lucky you're number 6. And I hope when we play y'all, the Saints bust that ass. Okay? So fuck you. Congratulations on being number 6, but it's still fuck Tampa Bay. Fuck you. Number 5, Kansas City Chiefs. We all know Patrick Mahomes is the tribal chief of Kansas City, so the Chiefs will always have a chance. But I don't think they're the best team in the AFC. Expect another great season from this top 5 defense. The O-line stability will determine the success of the Chiefs, and Mahomes' tendency to go for big plays might get him in trouble, as we saw Friday night. Despite having two of the fastest wide receiver in the NFL, this might be the toughest season with the competition in the AFC West. The Chargers beat them, so yes, the Chiefs, this is not your division anymore. At least in week 1, it's not. Okay, just want you to know that. Number 4, Detroit Lions. New coordinators for the Detroit Lions. Offensive coordinator John Morton and defensive coordinator Calvin Shepard will be the new play callers. Some people think Jared Goff may suffer because he lost Ben Johnson. I'm not one of them people. Preseason standout Isaac Tesla should make some plays in the offense. Although behind the top 3 guys, no one else stands out. Their O-line lost some key interiors. One of them went to the Bears, actually. Goddamn phone. The Lions are top heavy on defense, and their depth at all levels worries me. I went to the preseason game, so yeah, it worries me. If they are healthy, the Lions should be contenders late in the season, but the NFC North will not make it easy for them. Number 3, Buffalo Bills. My pick to win it all. The Bills are ready to take that next leap forward. How many times have we said that? You have Josh Allen leading this dynamic offense, coming off an MVP season with 40 total touchdowns. Keon Coleman should expect a big jump in year 2. Bills Mafia will be loud, proud, and crazy as always. Their division is much easier than the Chiefs. On the other side of the ball, they need more depth, but have solid players. If they can get key stops on third down, the Super Bowl is all but guaranteed. We're not Joe Namath here. I'm not for the guarantee a Bills Super Bowl. But as usual for the Bills, it's Super Bowl or bust. Number 2, Baltimore Ravens. Same as the Chiefs, the Ravens are good when Lamar Jackson runs the show. The best roster in the league potentially due to depth at every position. We all know that Be More defense will show up. Kyle Hamilton, another defensive player of the year candidate. The offensive line may take a hit, but Derrick Henry can make any line look good. I think we all know that. Pass rush issues and depth at nose tackle on the defensive front may be an issue. Just like the Bills, though, it is Super Bowl or bust. But you just give Derrick Henry the ball like 30 times, and I'm pretty sure Ravens, you're gonna win more times than not. Just give the man the ball like 30 times, okay? Okay. Number 1, Philadelphia Eagles. I just watched the Eagles defense give 4 straight scoring drives in the first half, but a rain delay, and they suddenly remember how to play defense again. CeeDee Lamb with some key drops late to seal the Eagles win. Eagles have the youngest defense in the NFL, and it showed. Unnecessary penalties and spitting gems, if you know, but still able to make key plays in those clutch moments. Hurts rushed for 2 touchdowns, as more targets than A.J. Brown received, which was 1, by the way. I mean, we're not even going to get into that right now, although Saquon Barkley was held to just 60 yards. The team combined for over 150 because it was their running game that made the show today, taking advantage of no more Michael Parsons. Jerry Jones literally said we needed one more defensive player to win that game. I wonder who that could have been. Nevertheless, the defending Super Bowl champs begin their season undefeated. This has been High on Sports. I'm your host, Frederikus Perry, and this smoke session is over.